Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Scenic Views Movie News.
Yes.
I am Manny.
I am Gio, and what the hell is going on at Warner Brothers?
Don't
DC division.
Yes, I mean, don't even ask me, bro. Like, I feel like every couple weeks, it's like some other crazy thing that's going on over at like Warner Brothers Studios, bro. It's insane, man.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, it's a little infuriating as a DC fan and as somebody who just wants to see a good stinking DC movie finally take place.
Yeah, and that's what people don't understand, man, is that's what we all want at the end of the day. We're not here to take sides. At the end of the day, we all want a good DC extended universe, man.
I don't
really,
care if it's
yes.
DC or Marvel. I just want
don't
a good
care.
movie.
Yes, I just want good movies.
For those who have no idea what the hell it is that we're talking about, for the last couple of days, DC has just been dropping news after news after news after news. And essentially, what we are understanding is that we're getting a Joker movie, a standalone Joker movie. We're also getting another Joker movie, but with Harley Quinn. And then Ben Affleck is not part of DCEU. Then he is a part of DCEU.
And then it's like,
right?
We don't know what to think.
We're not using Jared Leto. We are going to use Jared Leto.
Yeah. It's basically like the Warner Brothers Studios just keeps pump faking us with like all this news, bro. And it's like, oh my God.
Okay,
dude.
So let's just cover this real quick. Let's just talk about this real quick.
Okay.
Right? I know you like comics, so let's start off with the standalone Joker movie. Let me ask you some questions. Okay. There's a standalone Joker movie.
Yes.
Okay. It's gonna be helmed by Todd Phillips, the Hangover director.
Yes, which already just offer it. Like that's just something that like I'm already kind of like if you. But yeah, the reason why is because like you directed The Hangover, which I think is like one of the better comedies of its time that came out. Okay. The sequels were they were the sequels, but the original movie was great. And like, when you think about the Joker, like, yeah, his name's a Joker and joking is his theme, but this is a psychopathic murderer, homicidal maniac. You know what I mean?
Like, a brilliant one. I was actually listening to a thing today, a podcast, if you will. I don't know if it was a podcast or a YouTube video, but I know I was listening to it, and it was talking about the psychology of the Joker and how he's actually brilliant. He's not insane. He's brilliant.
No, he's brilliant. Like, the stuff he does work. At the end of the day, like, when you have to outsmart the Batman, like, you know what I mean? Like,
but that's the allure of him.
Yeah,
all right?
Exactly.
It's that he's this crazy guy who just wants to prove that the conventional morale does not exist, and he wants to shatter people's idea of what good and bad is.
He's an agent of chaos.
He's an agent of chaos, right? He just wants to see the world burn.
Yeah.
Okay, but my question is, you got Todd Phillips directing it. You've got Martin Scorsese being spoken about to be the producer, which being a producer doesn't mean anything, right?
It really doesn't, yeah.
Christopher Nolan was the producer of the Man of Steel. And what
BBS,
does that mean? Nothing, right? So... But here's the thing. Let's talk about this really quick before we go on to the next one.
Yeah.
It's a standalone movie of the origins of the Joker.
And that's the other thing that bothers me, Gio, is that like the Joker, part of the like if you think about the best things of the Joker, one of the best things about him is the mystique that is the Joker. Mm-hmm. That Batman doesn't really know where this guy came from. He just kind of came on the scene and he was already the Joker. You don't really know. He doesn't get a legit origin story.
Right.
So when you add that origin story, it just takes away to the mystique of the character, man.
Right.
I don't know, man. Personally, I'm not for that. However, if this is a movie that, kind of shows the Joker, like, already as the Joker, starting out maybe his early days, terrorizing Gotham, whatever, then that I can get a little more behind.
Well, they haven't mentioned anything about even, like, who his foil is going to be. Yeah. So if Batman isn't in this movie, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and the crazy thing about it, too, is that Ben Affleck only has one more movie contracted for Warner Brothers. So it's like...
Right, and we're going to get to the Batman thing
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
So... I'm with you in the camp of I don't want to see a Joker origin movie. Yeah. That's just me. I'm not asking for it. Is this a ballsy, risky? We're gonna try something new move by Warner Brothers? Sure.
But is it the right move?
Is this the one that you do that with?
Is this the right move? Yeah, like, I don't know. They're just like I feel like when you take risks like that in comic movies, like, it's a good idea to do that with characters that aren't, like, insanely iconic. Because, dude, like, you're going to get ripped to shreds.
You don't want to mess... And that was kind of the like you said, the mystique about the Joker in The Dark Knight is that every time he gave you his origin story, it was something different.
It was something different, exactly.
And even though we wanted it...
And how much did that add to it? How much did that add to the character? Like, dude, oh my God. Okay,
well then days later... After this news drops and they're like, this is going to be somebody else. It's going to be in the 80s. Jared Leto's not attached to this. We get news that that there is going to, in fact, be another Joker movie, if you will. And that this time, Glenn Ficarra and John Requa, directors and executive producers of the hit NBC drama This Is Us. This is being broken by THR. And they also wrote and helmed 2011's Crazy Stupid Love. They
Which,
are supposedly,
in its defense, was a good movie.
Right, but they are supposedly in negotiations to pen and helm the untitled movie that is going to be centered around Joker and Harley Quinn. And it's supposedly a criminal love story. Okay. You can't make a love story off of Stockholm Syndrome.
You cannot, bro.
And the closest we've gotten to that was Beauty and the Beast, but even then, they
And see, my whole thing with that too, again, it's like you said, bro, like, Joker and Harley is not a love story by any means. It's a story, like you said, it's Stockholm Syndrome. It's abuse. It's the guy that, like, this relationship is 100% one-sided.
It is terrible.
So when I hear
trailer park relationships are bad, or like
no, this is so much worse. Yeah,
this is
so much worse.
Like where they
like this is like opposite of relationship goals, like exact opposite.
And most people are like relationship goals.
Not at all. Total opposite, dude.
Okay, but see, here's what I want to know: is that Margot Robbie and Jared Leto are for what they're reporting is that they're speculating that, and if I'm saying this right, let me just look at the article. It says Jared Leto and Margot Robbie are due to reprise their roles as the villains among the most popular characters in the DC pantheon, in which they first portrayed in 2016 Suicide Squad. Insiders say that the plan is for this feature to go after the studio makes a sequel to the Suicide Squad. The latter is on development fast track and out to directors, but the Joker and Harley Quinn movie is also moving fast, as Warner Brothers has to contend with actors holding agreements, says sources. Okay, so again, I guess this is really what brings me to the niche, not to the niche, but to the subject matter of what this entire video is about. All right, okay, we've got a Joker movie standalone. Now we have a Harley Quinn and a Joker movie going on, and then Matt Reeves comes out and says Batman is not going to be a part of the DCEU, and then he comes back today or not too long after, and he's like, guys, let me correct that. He will be a part of the DCEU, but just. It's going to be no world building, no connective tissue. We're just going to focus on Batman. We're not going to have any cameos.
Before we get into like the mess that this was, all this news, you know what I mean? There are two people really to blame here. Number one, it's Matt Reeves just for I think we discussed it earlier, just releasing too much news. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think I don't know who your second person is, but for me, who I want to blame, and ultimately the rant that I'm about to go on is Warner Brothers. Stop announcing franchises. One person suggested that, hey, maybe this is a multiverse in the cinematic universe. You know what? That is freaking brilliant. But you have not earned the rapport with the audiences yet to build that kind of anticipation. Only two franchises and two powerhouses can do that, Star Wars and Marvel, because they built rapport with the audiences so much so that they took us for this ride. So when they finally revealed their big plan and we were like, oh, this is what's happening, and you start telling us we're on board. You've gained our trust. Ant-Man, who cares? That sounds corny, but you've got our attention.
The chance. We'll take
Doctor
the chance.
Strange, sure, why not?
Take the
Guardians of the Galaxy, who the hell's that? Let's do it. But you guys are not any of these studios, and you're consistently dropping news about where you want to take your franchise, what you want to do next. And this is going to be the third time you've done that. And the other two times, you had to rewrite the ship because you got ahead of yourself. Make one freaking good movie.
That has to be the focus.
Movie. And then let us go to the second one.
Make your Iron Man, knock it out of the park, and then start building from there, bro.
And let us just fall in love. And if you do have a plan, that's stinking brilliant. But don't be so anxious as to announce it right away. And then something happens, the audiences react, and then you react to the audiences, and then here we go down this rabbit hole again. What the hell is going on? I'm sorry. Warner Brothers, you guys are too freaking smart for this. I've gotten into debates with my friends about this over and over, and even before this happened, I was like, they're going to do it again, and here they are doing it again. Stop announcing franchises. You know who else announced franchises? And I got into a big debate with my friends about it, and they thought I was being stupid. Bad Boys. We're going to have Bad Boys for Life 3 and Bad Boys 4, whatever that is. And we've got this whole franchise and we got this whole thing coming. And then guess what? I'm like, guys, this is dumb, okay? Not many people are clamoring for this. There is a niche crowd for that, but not many people are clamoring.
Nobody's begging for a Bad Boys 3.
Nobody's Bad Boys. But hey, if you're going to do it, make a solid movie and then do it. Don't announce a franchise. And what ends up happening? They pull the plug on Part 4. And now it looks like Part 3, the plug has been pulled. And now you look like an idiot because you're announcing all these plans ahead of time, and it's not not coming to fruition because you're so focused on pleasing the audiences and appeasing their sensibilities that you don't focus on making one stinking good movie. Make one good movie and we're going to be there and we're going to repeat watch it. And God, like, I just don't understand. Like, it is frustrating.
And you know, it's also frustrating just as a comic book fan, bro, because like it's like you hear that Ben Affleck's gonna be in this Batman movie or whatever, and after BVS you're super excited for it because he killed it. You know what I mean?
So
you're excited.
He got from being
exactly after the backlash, he actually killed it. So he's in this movie, then he's not. Then but it's not part of the universe. And then now you just have the fans in this state where they're not sure what the heck is going on, and just like those frustrations, like it's too much to deal with, man.
And
like,
no offense to one of my favorite news pundits in movies, John Campea. But one of the things he said the other day on the podcast that I disagree with so much is it won't cause confusion. Fans are not that dumb. Okay, they might not be that dumb, but they are dumb. And it is going to cause confusion. It's going to cause massive confusion. Not to the point where everybody doesn't know what to do, but they're going to be like, well, what's this? What's that? People still don't know that Spider-Man has nothing to do with Tobey Maguire. People still don't know that he is officially part of the MCU because the average moviegoer doesn't get as involved as we do. No. Where I watch those deals that studios make. I'm watching the news. Who are they buying the rights to? What are they doing now? I'm like, not the average person doesn't watch this stuff. So of course they're going to be confused. Why don't you just shut your mouth and make a solid movie, which I know you're capable of doing, but because you want to play catch up so bad to Marvel, you find yourself in this rut of confusion and stupidity. And now here we are just, what is going on? Like, Warner Brothers, get your together. Frustrating.
And it sucks, man, because again, bro, like all we want is a good like DC extended universe, man. That's all we want, bro. And it's like all this confusion, it just hurts that, dude. It's all
so we can speculate all we want, but at this point, I really don't have the energy. I mean, I'm only talking about this because I know audiences are going to want to talk about this, and it's going to stir discussion. So let's just get there. What do you guys think?
Please.
What do you guys, are you a fan that this could potentially be a multiverse within the cinematic universe? Do you think they're just potentially doing two cinematic universes to maybe slowly phase out the other one while the other one was starting to pick up steam with Wonder Woman? And screw James Cameron for thinking that Wonder Woman was a step backwards. I just read that article. What are you thinking? Like, I hear your point, but dude, like the last big, like, strong female character you made was what? Sarah Connor? and after that,
and that hasn't been done right in a minute.
Right? So like, yo, dude, you're not like you don't have the market on what a strong female character. If it resonated with audiences, like, dude, like, get off your pedestal a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And let us know what you think about the Joker movies, too.
What do you guys
is it a good idea that they're doing a standalone origin story? Yeah,
are you guys confused?
Romance movie?
Are you happy with this? What do you guys think?
I don't know, Gio.
I don't know either, bro. Oh, by the way, we're not in our other setup because this news keeps dropping. We just didn't have time to go to the studio.
We had to try to get this out as soon as possible, man. That's all it was, yeah.
So, yeah, we also are starting a thing called On the Fly. When we don't have time to do any setup, we just record from our phone, post it up so that you guys can like it, join in on the conversation. But again, please, guys, join in on the conversation.
Let us know what you think down below, guys.
Let us know.
That's all we need.
Comment. Like, but more than anything,
subscribe.
Please subscribe. Share it with your friends. And please continue to send in questions. Continue to interact. We love it so much.
Yeah, we'll be answering more. We're going to be answering more fan questions. So just be on the lookout.
Oh, and we also got a debate coming out soon about which Ninja Turtle movie was better, part 1 or part 2. The originals, not the newer ones that came out. We're still working on editing that. But anyways, Manny.
That's pretty much it, man.
That's it. So Scenic Views at Gmail.
Follow us.
Like us at IG on Instagram. Follow us. We don't post a lot of content, but we're getting there. It's just us two, and we're building. We got some new people coming on. And I don't know. This is just confusion because we're on a confusing topic today. So with that being said,
y'all take it easy.
Peace.